The Grover back with another weekly podcast. Well, I say weekly, I don't think we've done one in quite a while. We've not done one since we beat Brentford, I think, in the Cup. So since then, West Ham are in the quarterfinals, and we got a great point at the weekend against Man City. How's it going, Joseph?
You're not bad, mate. You what?
Yeah, all good, all good. It's a bit of a weird one for us this weekend, wasn't it? I don't know if it's just me that has this mindset, but I thought after the City game, I was over the moon. I was fucking ecstatic. But then the results, mainly Tottenham yesterday, give me. It's not like a dampener, but it's a little bit like, oh fuck. It's sort of a bit of. If there's any game you're expecting them to go and lose, I mean, like they've not won a game of football in like 3.5 months, but they actually played quite well yesterday. I thought as well.
I thought they'd done all right. Like I said, I don't think they were amazing or anything. It's just better than what they have been.
Yeah,
So it's just, I know what you mean, but how many people would have said that we get a point against City?
yeah, true.
And we've reached that time of the season now, ain't it, where some other teams, are going to be picking up points where you don't expect them and all that. So
Yeah,
we
true.
all we can do is just win, pick up points, and then hopefully it'll take care of itself.
Yeah, exactly. But no, just going through the game quickly. Obviously, me and you went to the game, met at Spoons for a little bit, then watched the Arsenal Everton game, which was, oh mate, fucking watching Arsenal win is just painful, isn't it? It's so fucking annoying.
I mean, if I'm an Arsenal fan, I don't give a fuck what everybody else. And obviously, it's reached the time now where you're not bothered about how you play and
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
just want to
definitely.
get the job done.
Yeah,
But I do find them an absolute chore to watch.
yeah, like it's sort of almost expected if it's a team like us. Like when we have one shot at home to Man City, it's not like, yeah, like you can moan about it. But when we're down there, we're fighting for our lives. Arsenal have got they've spent how much money in the last 2, 3, 4 years? And every time you watch them, I mean, admittedly, I am trying to give them a hate watch. So, but they're just so fucking boring. They're just like the epitome of what football is now. They're just fucking shit. But they win, so.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're probably they're like, "Just hurry up, get it done," because obviously what's this been what third, fourth year going for the title, and
Yeah.
they ain't won one yet. So the longer they go without it, the bigger the pressure is. So, but yeah, I just find them a chill to watch as most neutrals. But
Yeah.
as you said with us, I mean, any other time you're like, well, we had one shot at home. I thought it was a bit more than that, to be honest. Like, I'm not saying we had loads, but I was like one.
Yeah.
But don't matter when you score and it counts.
Exactly. But then after we put ourselves through the Arsenal game, I think we just caught their first goal. We tried across the road to the supermarket and we got a buzz ball for the walk to the fish bowl, which obviously makes it a little bit easier to watch West Ham when you've had a fucking buzz ball. But no, we actually made it for kickoff, surprisingly. And then I'm pretty sure we called a backfire before the teams come out because obviously there's no Crescencio
Yeah.
and you're playing Man City, so you're pretty much expecting it. The game was what it was. I mean, the first 15, 20, I think me and you were both a bit like, surely we can't sit this deep for 95 minutes. Oh, yes, we can. Don't you worry about that.
It was just obviously I know our form's been so much better recently, but it's just like having PTSD throughout the whole season. I'm like,
Mm,
just with our defenses and how leaky we've been, we just can't. I can't invite too much pressure because inevitably we'll concede. And I'm not being funny. The goal that, like, out of all the chances they had, like the
mm,
few, like they had a fair few, the goal we conceded, I was like, really? I don't know.
yeah,
I mean, if he's meant it, it's a great chip, but maybe Hermansen could have done better. But I thought I'm
yeah,
not going to get onto Hermansen. He's been sure it can't be any coincidence since he's come into the starting 11. We've looked a bit more solid and kept more clean sheets. So
definitely.
maybe he just got caught out. But
Mm,
I mean, to go, we pretty much scored 2, 3 minutes later.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. I think live at the game, I was giving Manson a bit of shit. I watched it back a few times, and it's such a freak, weird goal that I don't even think he does badly for it. I think if he was a bit taller, he might have been able to get something on it. But Bernardo Silva's got the ability to just do something like that. Even though I'm not even sure if he meant that. It's such a weird goal.
That's what it's just one of them, isn't it? Where like you don't know whether to come towards it or he's like backtracking a
Mm,
bit. Like fuck, I don't know. I think he's just been caught out by it. But
yeah.
other than that, I thought his performance was well.
Mm.
I thought he played well. I mean, the whole defense really. I mean, we managed to keep him out. I don't remember that City having too many clear cut. Don't get. I think Gay missed a great chance and obviously some great blocks in that. But
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think when you're playing a Nuno West Ham team, you're obviously just going to dominate the ball. And as you could tell, we had one shot on goal, but it don't matter when you're down there, which is mind blowing to me, considering a lot of the players, it's the same players from the start of the season. And you remember, like early on in the season, we were holding 3, 4, and 5 every other week. Like you getting every set
yeah,
piece, and I know we've let in like a load of set piece goals, but the last couple of games where we've had to like Brentford and City, we had to deal with about fucking 500 corners. We've defended them all so well. Like we've like I think obviously the signing of Axel from Chelsea's really helped. Tadebo's a new man. Mavropanos has just mustard like, at the minute. Because the thing is, every West Ham fan pretty much has said the same thing about him. He'd have 89 minutes being really good, then he's got the clanger in him. What he's done is he's just removed the clanger. Now we've actually got a really good defender. I
yeah.
don't know how he's still alive after taking a fucking point blank range Haaland shot to the face.
I see the still photo. And I was like, fuck me. I reckon he's got a
Yeah,
sore head. I reckon he
yeah,
had a
mate.
sore head in the morning.
Yeah, that's fucking that's
Oh,
crazy. That isn't it? He took that point blank range.
yeah,
Um,
that's gonna fucking hurt.
But yeah, I'm trying to think. Other than that, I mean, for obvious reasons, there's not too much to talk about. We had one shot from the fucking corner. I mean, there were a few chances on the break where, ironically, the game was screaming out for a Crescencio on the break, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I thought towards the end, Jared Bowen was clean through, but I don't think he was. And then
no.
it's probably the less I say about Adama Traore, the better, because as you know on here, we try our best to not be clickbait, not be over the top. But fuck me, my head was on Jupiter with him. It was like he was just, I can't put into words what it was. It's like he was, obviously he's come on to run around. What's he known for? Running around. And he wasn't even fucking doing that. And I'm like, he's not even going up for 50-50s. He weren't pressing. He was doing that thing that footballers do that knocks me. It's like looking like they're doing something. So it's like a half-ass press. It's like, mate, you're on the pitch for 10 minutes. Just run around.
You
Rant
you
over
got
it, mate.
you got to do. I mean, we don't. It's quite
I'm not
rare that we
expecting
have
a goal. I'm literally expecting you to run around, mate. Like, fucking hell.
be a bit of a nuisance. But as you said, we didn't really have too much of the ball. So when we did, we have to make it
Mm.
count. But
Which
it's
makes it
weird
even
because
weirder to me that Nuno really wanted him at Nottingham Forest. And as obviously come in January, it seems like he was the number one, if not one of the top priorities. And he's fucking letting him down from what I've seen so far. It's like, but
maybe. Well, I suppose as you said, he's not played too much football. And he's not set the world alight since he come here. But I felt like against Brentford, he actually
yeah.
looked like he'd done all right.
Well, that's the thing. From the first half against Brentford, against City, I was asking for him to come on because I was like, well, from what I've seen, it makes sense to bring him on. And he just drops that clanger. And I'm like, maybe I'm overthinking it. And maybe he wasn't that bad. But when we was at the game, because we could see directly what he was doing, he was like, was on like fucking a Dharma cam. And I was like, I don't want to watch a Dharma cam ever again. It was just fucking honking.
I don't know if I can, but yeah. It's just, I mean, to be honest, we haven't really got anybody else. So
No,
he quite has to come on.
no, we haven't. I
But
thought Pablo played well.
yeah,
It's
I've really liked Pablo.
mm,
It's
yeah,
just obviously he is a striker, so he needs more goals. But everything else, just link up play, gets himself about, takes some nice touches, brings others into
mm,
the game. Can't fault him really. I
yeah,
think he's done considering what he signed from the Portuguese league.
yeah. I think
He's
it'd be
done
good
well.
for it'd be really fucking good for Nuno if we can somehow stay up and him to have another transfer window. Although I say that, judging how the books are looking, I don't think we'll be spending much money. But it'd be nice to have Nuno to get another 3-4 of his own players in there because you've already seen the impact. And the start of the season, I found a draft on our TikTok page. It was after we got done by Chelsea, and I was in my kitchen at 2:30 in the morning or something, and I'm going, I've never had such a set of unlikable players play for my football club. They're all just fucking, I don't give a shit. And now it's like night and day. Like, and a lot of them are the same players. So it just goes to
Yeah,
show that the only thing that's changed is the manager. And minus his weird thing at the start where he was putting Skulls at fucking right back and throwing the Leeds in the Brentford game, I think without him we'd be down already because like we were in absolute shit street. And although we're not winning every game, with the set of players he's got at the minute, we're probably one of the most informed teams towards the bottom of the table there is at the minute.
Well, obviously apart from that Liverpool game, which I'd say is
Mm.
probably a bit of a anomaly. Obviously they created chances, but we had loads of chances. But all of theirs just seemed to have fucking got. I think they rinsed all their XG fucking in that one game against us. But we've become hard to beat.
Yeah.
And like as you said at the start of the season, whether or not the players were interested or what, but Nuno seems to have brought everybody together. They all seem to. I mean, we can only see with like social media now. We're not there, so we don't know. But it seems like everybody's a bit more of a unit and like actually fighting for each other. So that's got to be down to Nuno.
Yeah, I think as well. I think he's had an impact on the atmosphere at the London Stadium because, as much as we moan about it till we're blue in the face, it is what it is. And in the last few weeks, where the fans can see the players and not just rolling over and being 3-4, 5-0 down at half time, like even against City, I thought the fans were really good. Like they're doing their bit. There's still people leaving early, but look, you can't I don't like giving people shit for leaving early or people that give other shit for staying. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, look, you got to do what you got to do. But obviously, it's more helpful if the fans can stay and get behind the team more. But on and off the pitch, I think that the players and the fans are probably the closest they've been since like Prague and since we had Moyes, to be honest.
Yeah, well, because there's a common goal with fighting saying that's to stay down the league. We all know like the situation and what we need to do. So if they show us something on the pitch, then we'll get reciprocated. You know what I mean? I feel like that's how it's always been.
Yeah, and once again, you come out of that and you think, right, that is a brilliant point. The fan base were fucking over the moon. We was over the moon. We secured some lovely drops after. And the next day, you're like, right, back to relying on other teams to just not be shit. You go at half time at Palace Leeds are down to 10 men. By the way, the ref didn't even want to send the fucking Leeds fella off.
I was watching it, and I was like, do you remember? Was it the World
Graham
Cup?
Poll.
Yeah, Graham Poll. Was it Australia against Croatia? Gave some geezer 3 yellows. I was waiting for to give that, and then literally for about 2-3 minutes, everyone just kind of stood there, and the Palace players were screaming. I was like, "Hold on, this is a second yellow," and the ref was like, "What?"
That's mental, isn't it?
But
it's fucking
sent him off. But I mean, it would have been. I mean, obviously Leeds. I mean, them only getting a point. You don't mind it because at least they didn't pick up a win, get all 3. But yeah.
But like you just like looking at it though, at half time, you're like in the back of your head without jinxing it, you're like, all right, hopefully that's fucking Leeds losing because I know it's only a point, but that point could be a difference between standing up and going down, can't it? And then I watched a bit of Nottingham Forest, and to be honest, that's a bit of a weird game. It was quite end to end. They did score 2 goals and got chalked off by like a fucking pube, so we were kind of lucky, to be honest. And I think I see a stat. They've only scored 1 of their last fucking 100 shots or something. So I think well, especially after Tottenham's result at Anfield, I think Forest is a massive game next weekend, obviously, because they go to Tottenham, don't they? So fuck me, that's gonna. I'm not even sure what result you'd want from that. I suppose whatever happens.
I mean, in an ideal scenario, you want to draw.
Yeah, because then obviously after I'd watched a bit of them 2 games, you're like, right, we need Tottenham to just get the pump in. I'm not here to promote gambling, but I did have my absolute nuts on Liverpool to win, and that lost. And then you just like, Leeds have gone to Anfield and got something. Burnley have gone to Anfield and got something. Now Tottenham have gone to Anfield. And it's like, why did Liverpool just say that everyone eats for us? Like they waited for us to go there. And we were quite optimistic for a team that have won once since the fucking Beatles were knocking about.
I suppose it's just the way it is.
They were poor though, weren't they, Liverpool? They were shit.
Yeah, they weren't great.
Yeah, it went for a fucking that really Vicario really should have done better with a free kick anyway.
Yeah, but he's pants. I feel like he's not really that rated, but I feel like I think even Liverpool, they're like, I don't think Slot will be there next season.
No, I think their fans have had enough of him.
I see some people saying if they go out in the Champions League to Galatasaray, that might be it. So
Well, yeah, because the thing is, they aren't a shit team, Gala, are they?
No,
But no, I think although it's only a point for Tottenham, I just worry that they were such in the pits of hell that I don't know. Could that be enough to galvanise them? Because I ain't sure if I was saying it to you or another mate, but it was basically that Igor Tudor, wherever he's gone, he's done what he's been brought in to do. He doesn't really stay at a club for very long, but I'm pretty sure he's kept Udinese up a couple of times. You got Marseille in the Champions League, you got Juventus in the Champions League. So him coming into Tottenham pretty much made sense from his background. But he's had such a bad start that if he had got pumped by Liverpool, I feel like they'd have just panicked and sacked him, which is what I wanted. But now they actually played. I know they weren't amazing, Tottenham, but they showed fight and grit, which is what they've not had for weeks and months now.
Well, mate, it might be one case of them. The same as everybody down in there. Like, what? There's fucking 7 games left or 8 games left. If it's not dawned on you by now, fucking, you need to sort yourself out and liven yourself up because we're all in the shit together.
No, yeah, literally, it's true.
So, yeah, it might galvanise them, but us beating. We were fucking dead and buried at one point. What, we was like 14 points behind Spurs. So
yeah,
all we can do is to pick up. We have to basically worry about ourselves, pick up results first and foremost.
Which is annoying because I keep saying to myself, only worry about your own games, but that's physically impossible. I'm just glued to every other fucking team that's down there. But yeah, look, I suppose all we can do is literally focus on our own games, and at least we're playing well and showing fighting games. Like against City, I didn't give us a fucking hope in hell because, especially after Arsenal won, like
yeah, nobody did. I didn't. I mean, our record against City is fucking abysmal.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, especially after conceding quite early as well, I felt like, well, what's the game plan now then? Thank fuck we then just scored the next corner.
Yeah, I think I need we need to give Mavropanos his flowers, especially since Nuno comes in. He's been can't fault him, and I've given him my fair share of shit. So
yeah,
a lot of it I feel like deserved, but when he's playing well, you got to, as I said, give him his flowers and give him his dues. Like, yeah, fair fucks. He's been a rock, really.
Yeah. Well, I think as well, you think back to, I know that me and you have obviously, like, I think me and you have been pretty consistent with him. Like, he is what he is. He's a good defender, but his clangers just, you can't have a clanger every game. It's one of them.
No.
But there were some fans that were like booing him when he was coming on and off, which obviously I don't ever do. But yeah, I mean, fair fucking play to him. He's turned it around at a time we really need him to as well. So I suppose overall from the weekend, it was a positive weekend. We got another point on the board. It's just a bit frustrating with the other games, but I think our games on paper are tough. But the way we're playing, we're not going to roll over to anyone. We're going to give everyone a game. So we'll go to Aston Villa next week, who normally I'll be like, fuck me, that's a long day. But they look fucking bad at the minute as well. So you never know. And they've got Europe this week, I think.
Yeah, Thursday. As you said, they're bang out of form. So, and obviously we have to wait and see whether or not Somerville's. Because obviously I've seen stuff online that he might make it. He might be fitting, but it's one of them where I don't really want to risk him unless. But then again, is this seen as a potentially more of a winnable game just because of the form Villa are in?
Yeah. I think as well, I think Nuno's a bit cryptic with the injuries because I'm pretty sure he said that Pablo weren't back till Villa and then he's played against fucking Brentford. So I don't mind him being like that because at least any other team can't really prepare for him. But I get what you mean. If he was to be rushed back and then he's out for like the rest of the season, you're like, oh, fuck. It's like, that's a massive blow. So I wouldn't mind seeing him just come off the bench for like the last 25 if we're in the game still, sort of thing.
And don't forget, we've got a FA Cup quarter final, mate. I want that. I want a day out of Wembley. Reaches the point. Fuck the league. Give me the cup.
Like, you know, some fans are sort of on the fence with like, oh yeah, but if we go down, me and you were like, fuck that. I want to be down Wembley way with cans, watching West Ham at Wembley again.
Imagine, say for miracle happens, we win the FA Cup and we get relegated. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Won a cup.
I mean, it's sort of a weird one because I know me and you are a bit like old school and fucking nostalgia merchants. I do wish, like, if we do beat Leeds, because like we ain't being cocky saying it's a fucking foregone conclusion by any means, but if we do, I kind of wish it was at Aston Villa or Old
Yeah,
Trafford.
no, true. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be better because I think it sort of takes away the shine a bit of the final being at Wembley, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, as you said with the semis and that being, like, it should. I don't know why. It should just be like, as you said, neutral ground. I think for semis, I don't know why they changed it because the whole point of the FA Cup is right. You get the chance obviously to win a trophy and you get to play at Wembley, which
Yeah,
doesn't happen a lot. I mean, if say for instance, say if we got there, that'd be our second time in a new Wembley since it fucking opened.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, in terms of league or cup, I'm just firmly both. Like we don't. I think it's our first time in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup since we got done by Man United in 2016.
10 years. I mean, in an ideal world, we stay up and we win the cup.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Exactly, but I think fans that are just writing it off like, oh, don't sort of care about it. I think they're forgetting what football's all about. I think they've just been brainwashed by like Sky Sports over the last 25 years. Think, oh yeah, the Premier League's be all and end all. Who fucking gives a shit? It's like realistically, if you go to the games, are you still going to go if we win the championship? You probably are. It's like, does it really matter? Whereas days out at Wembley, moments like winning games you're not expected to, and like imagine we got Liverpool in the final or something and like getting revenge for fucking 2006. It's like all these little fucking storylines are being formed.
I mean, as you said, it's one of them cup times where like it's not just us. These fans are probably looking and say, fuck me, right?
Yeah,
We've got West Ham, yeah, who have been shit most of the season, all right there right now. But then it's one of them like 50-50 games where I think both teams are like, yeah, we can win that, and then
yeah,
stay at Wembley. And it's just one of them. It might be a good moment in a bad season.
yeah. And well, I mean, and considering we managed to avoid City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, it's pretty good going to get Leeds, isn't it?
So saying 90 minutes away from that. If that's not enough motivation, then I don't know what is. Because you got to think a lot of players be like, right, if I play well in that quarter final, I'll give myself the best possible chance of starting in the semis, and then
Definitely, mate. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, overall, I suppose if you look at the whole week, we got through to a quarter final and we got a point against Man City. Just that in isolation, that is a fucking great week. I don't know why I'm saying average. That's a fucking unreal week.
I was going to say that.
And we also got to see some of the best penalty kicks I've ever seen, let alone West Ham players, just penalties in general. Fucking unreal.
Mate, please, Tuchel for the summer, mate. Just go down to West Ham training ground. Just get the fucking that penalty from Mavropanos. It reminded me of Maguire's against Italy.
Yeah, yeah.
All of them top bins. I was like, fucking hell.
Plus also, it then takes some nuts to volunteer to be the fifth one because that's normally the deciding one, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Bayern set up for took years. Even Castellanos. I mean, all right. I was like, Jesus Christ. I mean, no keeper saving that, but I thought it hit the bar. But then it just made me, we both just panned to each other. I was like, is that Mavropanos? And I was like, oh no.
You know,
Then when
I literally was standing there. I turned around and everyone's looking at each other like, what?
Well, there's a reason why he's the one stepping up, taking it, and we're fucking in the stands. So
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Have you got anything else that you want to say? I can't think of anything else. I think we've covered most of it.
you're looking forward to Brentford Wolves Monday Night Football?
Jesus Christ. MNF. Fuck me. Yeah, I mean, Sanders Sky Sports. But I mean, I suppose most people would say that about us in City because we basically just sat in our own box like, come on in, you can't just have a go.
It's just an absolute snooze fest.
Yeah, it was shit. But yeah, I'm just hoping that when it comes around to us playing Wolves, a couple of months ago, you're like, oh, that's obviously Wolves at home, they've got nothing to play for. But they've actually had a fucking weird turn of form, haven't they?
And I mean, I think we're still like, what, 12 points ahead of them or something like that. So,
but yeah, hopefully we can
perform better.
No, exactly. But we'll try and get another one out before we travel to Aston Villa. I've still got to decide whether I want to go because I keep looking. I'm staying in Cambridge this weekend, and for some reason, it's an hour and 20-minute drive from Cambridge, or it's a 5-hour train. And I'm like, well, the math ain't mathing here. And I'm like, do I do it? But I probably will do it because I'm a fucking idiot.
Just get involved in the boat race.
Yeah, no, exactly. But yeah, if you're still here, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think about the game. Hopefully, we get some more views on this because for some reason everyone's just stopped fucking watching this, mate. We've gone from 100 viewers to like 30.
Fair enough.
I mean, to be fair, they got a point. Who the fuck's watching this?
Sure.
Anyway, come on, you Irons.
Fuck me. Sound happy. Jesus.
That's why no
Christ.
one watches.
Oh, come on, you Irons.
Irons.
Oh.